Welcome back to Rim Racket. This is going to be a very short episode. It's going to be audio only, and I'm the only one here today. But the show must go on. I don't want to miss a day, so we got to keep rolling. Um, we had a plan to do something today, but it fell through. So I'm just gonna do some news, some stuff that we haven't touched up on, or things that have happened since the last episode that we haven't talked about. Um, if you don't Never mind. Okay, let's just jump right into this. The first thing I want to say is last episode when we were doing our over unders, I forgot to mention Grant Williams for the Mavs as their defensive wing, and I also forgot to mention Derek White for the Celtics as their point guard. So that's on me. I'm gonna stick with my over under predictions that I made. I don't even remember what I said for the teams. I think I picked under for the Mavs and I don't remember what I did for the Celtics, but um, we have some more news about the Celtics. While we, me, while I am on this topic, um, Kristaps Porzingis says that his foot started hurting during the World Cup practices. Um, Now I read the article. It said something about like he thinks that it wasn't from um like the basketball injury, but it stemmed from something else. And I just don't know. As a Celtics fan, I would be um kind of worried, but he's not playing basketball. He's not playing for the World Cup. He decided not to play. He still showed up and supported his boys, but he decided not to play. Um so hopefully he heals for the Celtics sake and all the Celtics fans out there. But again, that is not good news coming from the Porzingis camp. Um, he's the guy that you traded for. He's somebody that everybody was excited to get. And if he's still injured, if that foot is still bothering him, I don't know how much of an impact he is going to make for the Celtics. But hopefully, again, he recovers. Um, Next news, let's start with the Heat. The Heat are interested in Kelly Oubre, who averaged 20 points per game last season, and Christian Wood. I don't know how many points he averaged. I don't even think I remember seeing him play. But the Heat are interested in both of those guys, and they're targeting both of them on a vet minimum, which is crazy. If the Heat can pull that off, I picked under for the Heat in the last video, but if they can pull that off, shoot, I mean that's a whole new team. I think that alone could push them over. Um, the Heat would be pretty good. I mean Kelly Oubre, he can play some defense too. Um, he's got obviously, like I just said, he averaged 20 points per game, so he can bring you scoring. Christian Wood, you know he's gonna bring you buckets. Not much defense, but he can give you buckets. But you got Bam down there to do the defensive load. So having those two guys, if you could get both of those guys, that's pretty crazy. There was another article I seen. It was Derek White planned on signing with the Heat before he went to the. I think he went to the not Derek White. Hold on. I'm getting my names mixed up. Derek Jones Jr. My bad. Derek Jones. Derek Jones Jr. considered signing with the Heat before he signed with the Mavs, and I think the Heat gotta. I mean, if they can pull out the Kelly Oubre and Christian Wood, then good. You know, they made the right choice on not signing Derek Jones Jr. So there's that. Oh man, this episode is gonna be super short. How long? Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. Um, Next episode, hopefully everybody's here and we can actually do what we had planned. It was gonna be fun, but next story: PJ Washington and the Hornets agree on a 3-year, 48 million deal. I think that's pretty good for PJ Washington. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. To be honest, I mean, PJ Washington, no knock to him, but he's not like. Never mind. I don't want to throw shade on anybody. Bronny is expected to return to the court. This is great news. Bronny was released or discharged or whatever it's called from the hospital 3 days after what had happened, and the family have came out with a statement that says that he will be able to return to the court in the near future, and that is wonderful news not only for Bronny but for basketball fans of the collective. Um, Nothing but high hopes and prayers for Bronny in his journey back to the court. I wish him nothing but the best. Whoops. Um, Next story, Brandon Ingram is learning a new style of play with Team USA, but he hopes to take that with him back to New Orleans. He said, and I quote, I know who I am. In ways, I can get stuck and think my way is the best way. This is a learning experience. I get to see everybody work, get to see everybody's strengths and everybody's weaknesses, so I can take it back to my team, be smart about it. And that is from Joe. I think I'm saying I don't know how to say his last name. Varden from the Athletic. But one of my teams, my chair keeps squeaking. One of my teams for like dark horse, like to be good, is the Pelicans. And I think if Brandon Ingram is willing to take that role, like to just bring this mentality with him back to New Orleans and like what he said, like the get everybody's game plans and weaknesses and strengths, um, to bring that back to New Orleans, I think that's gonna do wonders for them. That's just gonna help them in the long run. I do remember like a Kobe Bryant quote that's kind of very similar to that one, but I don't, you know, it is what it is. But if Brandon Ingram can bring this style of play back to him with New Orleans, I think he's going to do nothing but elevate that team as a whole. And my dark horse pick may become may just become a really good pick if everybody stays healthy. Which again, I hope. I love basketball. All I want in life is to watch some really good basketball. So the Pelicans are playing good. Great. They're the best team in the NBA. Wonderful. As long as it's fun. That's all I have to say about that. Um, that's really, honestly, that's pretty much it. Okay, James Harden got fined. I forgot what the amount was, but he did get fined for the statement that he said about what is his name? God, Daryl Morey. The statement he said about Daryl Morey. Um, Again, it was like he said, um, I'm so sorry. He said Daryl Morey's a liar, and then you know the statement went, or not the statement. The NBA went into a I forgot the word for it. Anyways, the NBA fined him. I never really got to say my stance on the James Harden thing. I don't think we kind of just brushed over it in one of our really short episodes. But I kind of see the problem, or like both sides, right? So James Harden says that Daryl Morey is a liar, and like he says that Daryl Morey's not living up to the promises that he made whenever he went to Philly. And if that's the case, then I would understand James Harden's like point of view, like he wants out. But from Daryl Morey's perspective, like you can't just give away James Harden for nothing, right? You're trying to build a team, and Joel Embiid, like he's shown signs that he's upset in the organization. So why would you want to make that even worse by giving away your second best player, quote unquote? I mean, some people might say Tyrese Maxey. I don't know. Which I do think Tyrese Maxey is going to take a very, very mighty jump next season, and I'm ready for it. But anyways, like Daryl Morey's perspective, he has to build a team. James Harden's perspective, Daryl Morey didn't live up to what he was saying he was going to. And again, if that's the case, I can see it from both sides. But like, I don't know, man. At that point, I wouldn't know what to do, because if James Harden really wants out, I've already said this, but apparently, if he doesn't suit up for camp and he doesn't play at all, the 76ers can just stop him from like signing anywhere, even if it's in China, like Guangdong Tigers. He can't go there. The 76ers can stop it. Courtesy of Derek Mills from Through the Wire. I don't know who his sources were. I didn't really look into it. My bad. But apparently they can do that. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess they can. So what would be next for James Harden? Like retire and then just come out of retirement? I don't know if would they allow that? I don't know if they would allow that because that seems very sketchy, right? Like think about it. Your best player wants out of your organization. Well, he's not the best player, but just like I'm putting it in perspective, one of your best players, how about that? One of your best players wants out of your organization, and you're not willing to just give him up for, I don't know, Norman Powell and nothing else, which Norman Powell's not a bad player, but he's not James Harden. So you're not willing to make that trade, but James Harden is not going to play for your team. What are you to do? And as the player, if the only thing you can do is retire and come back, is he gonna do that? Which again, I don't know if the NBA would even allow that because then the 76ers still get screwed, right? So when does it come to like when do they come to terms? Where what do you think? Here, this is the question for the people that will listen to this episode. I know it's not going to be as good as when all of us are here, but it is what it is. This is the question I want you to answer in the comments if you listen to this episode, if you made it this far. This isn't the end, but this is just, Also, while we're at it, please like and subscribe. You guys showing support and love only helps us grow and get our content out there to more people, which in turn will also help us grow. And maybe we can do this as a living. And I would want nothing more in life than for this to be my job, to talk about basketball. But the question for the comments is if you were the 76ers, or no, hold on. The question for the comments is how do you think they're going to come to terms? What do you think both sides will do to figure out a solution? Because again, like James Harden, if he just sits out, that's not helping the 76ers. If the 76ers don't trade him and he decides to sit out, that's not helping the 76ers. So what do you think they could do, both sides, to come to an agreement to fix the problem? That is a question. Please leave your answers in the comments. I would love to read them. Um, I'm going to see if there's any more news. I know that Nicholas Batum recently came out and said like he was scared to go home because the if you don't know, France lost and got eliminated from the FIBA tournament already, and he basically said like he's scared to go home. Here, let me just pull it up. I'm on the shout out Real GM. If you guys want news, they basically keep up with the news. So let me see. This is from. Oh man. Hold on. This is from Stroggy Lacacy Eurohoops.net. Maybe it's just Eurohoops.net, but they accidentally combined the writer's last name with the website. I'm not sure, but it's one of those two. Anyways, I'm pretty sure I butchered that. But this is what the quote is. He said, I've never been ashamed to. Oh my God. Hold on. He said, I've never been ashamed with this jersey, but this is the first time I'm ashamed. I'm scared to go home because we let a lot of people down. A lot of people believed in us to do something special. We didn't do it. And that's kind of like, you know, I don't know how serious France fans are with the FIBA, but like, I don't, I mean, I hope they're not like gonna barrage the truck or bus that they ride on and like demolish them or anything like that. Um, hold on. Let's go. The St. Louis Cardinals lost to the San Diego Padres. Let's go, St. Louis. Anyways, Evan Fournier also said, "We got to go home. It's very tough, very hard. We don't think we would leave the tournament like this." Pause. Um, Despite being knocked out of the World Cup earlier than expected, France will still feature in the 2024 Summer Olympics. Okay, great. I was actually wondering when the next Olympics were. 2024, that's a W. I want to be locked in on um like not only USA basketball but just like the whole thing. The Olympics, I just want to be locked in, man. I've always like I don't know. I watched the Redeem Team documentary and like I was alive for it, but like I don't remember that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, vaguely. So I want something that I can like for sure like, oh my god, I got to watch. I'm sure Anthony Edwards would play again. I got to watch Anthony Edwards drop this many points on blank, or I got to watch I don't know, Austin Reeves hit a game winner over blank, you know? Like I want to be able to say like with confidence that I got to see these things happen. So any more news? Nuggets are exploring renovations to Ball Arena. Cool. To any Nuggets fans out there, happy for you. Um, I don't know how to say that name. Whoa. Okay. Um, Milwaukee Bucks outlook. Germany. Oh yeah, Franz went down with an ankle injury, and Germany is rolling out that it is not a serious injury. They said that he didn't break or tear anything, but it also says that, and I quote, um, the um the guy, I don't know if it's the what is it called, the team doctor, I don't know if that's who it is, but the guy says, but the problem is that we don't have the imaging yet, so we can't say exactly what's hurt yet. So, like, I mean, I guess you would know if your foot was broke or your ankle was broke or torn. I guess. I mean, they are medical doctors, like good ones. Um, so I don't know. Hopefully, Franz is okay though, because Franz is very underrated. If you get a chance to watch a Magic game, please keep your eyes on Franz. He is a spectacle. He's very good. Luca will play for Slovenia whenever he's able. That's cool. PJ Washington, we already did all this. USA, Canada, and Australia have the best odds to win the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Go Team USA. If you're from another country and your team is in it, root for your team. That's what makes this special. The NBA has a record 55 current players in 2023 FIBA World Cup. At this point, I'm just rambling. So, how long have I been alive? I mean, not been alive. I meant how long have I been recording? Um, Only like 20 minutes. This episode, man, like I just don't want to keep rambling and give you guys nothing to listen to. Like, so hold on. You know what? Shout out Mike for watching the podcast. I see that you're typing in our group chat. You just sent a video. I can't watch it, obviously. So I know there's that guy. I forgot his name, but he's going crazy on Twitter, or like, yeah, he's going crazy on Twitter because he said like world champs of what, And I kind of see both sides. Like the USA is not the world, so beating a team in the NBA, another team in the NBA, which is also in the United States, or there's a team in Canada. But to say like you're the world champ, I can see where he's coming from with saying like you're not the world champ, but at the same time, um, the NBA is like the best basketball organization, like professional basketball organization. So, and like we have foreign players that are trying to make it to the NBA because the NBA is the best at what it does. So if the organization is the best in the world, are they not world champs? I mean, again, I see both sides. Technically, they're not world champs. If they win the Olympics, yeah, world champs. If they win the NBA, I guess technically no. But at the same time, if we're the best organization to do it, doesn't that qualify for world champs? I mean, if I don't know, if freaking I mean Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets just won it. The Denver Nuggets won with one of the best foreign players in the game. And now he is not only he could take that trophy and everybody from I forgot my god, I forgot where Nikola Jokic. I'm horrible at where people are from. But he could just take that back to his homeland and be like, "Yeah, I'm the NBA champion." You don't think when he gets back to people want to say Serbia? Is it Serbia? I don't want to say Serbia because it might be wrong, but you don't think when he goes back to his homeland, he's gonna the people aren't gonna be like, "Yeah, you did it! Congratulations on your victory!" Hoorah! Like, good for you. You don't think they're gonna do that? I mean, I think they would. Again, I've never won a championship, so I guess I can't say. But that's about it, honestly. I mean, uh, in some other sports news, some sports entertainment. Um, I don't know if anybody keeps up with the WWE. I'm kind of getting back into it. Like, I don't watch it every day. There's TikToks that pop up sometime, and I just, I'll watch them through and be like, hey, yo, what's happening in this organization that I used to love as a kid and watched all the time. Um, I would like to give my condolences to Bray Wyatt's family. I do remember watching Bray Wyatt when I was younger, and he was one of my favorite people to watch. It was fun. It was very entertaining. Entertaining. I think his gimmick and like his character were flawless. I loved even the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, all of that. I loved all of it, and I would like to say my condolences to them. Um, Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. You're gonna be missed heavily in the WWE community. Um, Outside of that, there's not really any other news I think I can report on for any other sport because I haven't been keeping up with anything else. The Cardinals suck, so I haven't been watching baseball. The That's it. Actually, those are the NFL hasn't started yet. I drafted Bijan Robinson. Robinson? Right. Okay, hold on. I haven't watched football in a long time. So I'm doing fantasy. I drafted Bijan first, and the depth chart came out, and he's third. Um, so hopefully that changes for my sake. You know what? I'm just gonna end it there. I don't know anything about football. I'm not gonna keep going at this. I want to learn about football. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I can come back with some facts later in the year about some football. But again, it was just me today. If you didn't watch it all the way through, I understand. It is what it is. It's just audio. If you want to turn it on in your car, listen to it, or put it in your AirPod at work, or play it on your phone and mute us, anything, literally anything to give us some views, some likes, some subscribers. I would appreciate it. We would appreciate it. We love you. I love you. Thank you for the support. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Peace out.